it is me, Follow Sweet, and today we're going to be doing something new and exciting and not leveling a Nightborn because done that, been there. Let's just check her out again because she's just so beautiful. Look at her with her buff blueberry. My gosh, she looks amazing. Today, instead, we're going to go to my 120 Horde character. She's a lovely mage. Her name is Jilinium. I don't play her very often. She is an alt, however. I do need to get gear on her because I want to do some more stuff, and also I need to grind up her reputation because I would like to unlock the trolls and the orcs and all the good things that are coming soon. I'm very close. I'm very close, actually. So today I have something a little bit special planned. Hello, Horky! How are you? Is this something new? It's a little bit something new. I'm contemplating doing this as a live stream and then like editing it and making it into a video. So Horky, you and me, we might have this. We might have something later. Or that could kill my computer because I don't have enough space for it. Let me do something really quickly though. Okay, that's like a wishful dream come true, so we'll think about that one. I know. So here you are, Horky. I'll just tell this to you. No one else will ever see this, but just between you and me, it might be an actual edited video. Who knows? I can't make promises. But here's the point of this entire video and today's stream. The weekly world quest, as you probably know, or the weekly quest, is to do 4 mythic dungeons, and then you get a sweet ass piece of gear. I think it's like a 400. I'm not exactly sure. I've done very little research. I never remember what levels anything's are. I know that if you do time walking, you get like an 875 or 385 or something. This, on the other hand, you do 4 mythic dungeons and you get sweet things. Also, please ignore the fact that this is a Hello Kitty UI. It's a joke from LVUI, but I don't want to change it because it's my girl's defining character. Okay, so we're gonna tone this down a little bit. I have... Hello, Eritoria! Happy Friday! We have 2 dungeons that we're going to be doing today that actually give us world quests, and they give us actual... One, I'm doing them for 2 reasons. One, I really need the reputation. I paused a bit too much between sweet ass and armor. Well, she does have a sweet ass. You know, she's a blood elf, you know. You understand, Horky. But I get a 370 wand from a Taldazar and a 370 waist, which are both upgrades. I currently, oh my gosh, it's a little crazy, guys. It's a little pink. It's very pink. I'm only 367, 363. I really haven't done anything on her except for just rep grinding, so she hasn't done much of anything, so I apologize. But this is a great way to show what you can do when you're dungeoning as a new person. You're not very familiar with dungeons. You don't know what to do because the thing is there are what we call unknown unknowns. Thank you, Donald Rumsfeld. If anybody knows him, he's had like, there's known knowns, there are unknown knowns, there's known unknowns, and then there's unknown unknowns, in which case you just didn't know that there was something out there that you should have been aware of, and so you don't know it. Whereas like another example of an unknown known, it's like, I know that Chinese exists, I just don't understand it. So I don't know Chinese. I know Chinese is a thing and it's a language, I just don't know it. So it's an unknown known. Like it's, you know that there's something out there, you just don't know about it. Or an unknown known, a known unknown. I'm not, there's like a whole bunch of different scenarios. I'm kind of blathering a little bit. Hey, yeah, you are, Horky. Bit of a sweet ass there over there too. You know, it's Friday. We're gonna have a good time. It's something different. We're not doing Nightborn leveling, which in my case I'm extremely happy about. So what I'm gonna do is basically break it down a little bit, make it a little bit easier for people to understand what they're supposed to be doing in dungeons, and maybe understand why you've been kicked from a dungeon. I'd like to cover at least 1, positioning, 2, pulling, 3, interruptions, and also 4, keeping up, which I know sometimes doesn't necessarily make sense. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up the handy dandy pre-made groups. We're going to go to dungeons, and we have to do them on mythic. So I'm going to do an Taldazar with the weekly mythic. I personally like to look for one that has at least a tank or a healer, just because it makes the queue go a little bit faster. Yeah, we'll do a Taldazar. Nope, they need a tank. Actually, we'll just type in mother load. 12 mother load. Do you think we can do it, guys? I think we can. I think we can. And we'll sign up for this. It may take a while. We'll try. They might not like me too because I am a little bit low level geared. Fall the philosopher. You know it. Imagine if you made this guide and you get yourself kicked. You know what, Horky? If that doesn't happen, I'd be kind of disappointed now. I'm gonna be like, look, I'm doing so great. The thing is I have to like not get cocky. You know me, I get cocky sometimes. So we'll look up also for Atal, because Atal is the other one I really want to do. I just need to do. Everybody needs healers and tanks. Atal Dazar Mythic. No one needs one. My gosh, guys, this is off to a rough start. No one apparently wants to do these. It is a little bit earlier in the morning. Just for the emissary. I wish I wasn't like. I wish this girl wasn't just a basic DPS. It makes my life a little bit harder. How have you guys been? Do you have any plans for this weekend? Let me in. I just need to get in. Every time this happens. Yes. Okay, good. We're in with Psycho Ring. That's fine. I don't think I can sign up for more than that. And then it's a Goblin Rogue. He's at a Taldazar. So it's going to take a while for us to, like, get in the door. Because he's got to fill it out. So while we're waiting for this group to fill out, let's do a pet battle. One of the things that I'm trying to work on right now with this character, remember that time you got too cocky in Iron Man and you died? Wait, we don't speak of that. Horky! Ow! Ow, Horky! Oh my gosh! I think my heart is bad, dude. I don't know if you know this. I got like heart palpitations now. I'm weak, and you just stabbed me, Horky. So rude. All right, okay, we have 2 DPS now. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to be that person. One of the things that you have to do when you are pugging and doing Mythic Pluses or any dungeons is to be there on time. Always make sure, if you don't want to be always kicked, know where that dungeon is, and if you're waiting for a group to fill out, be there. Don't ask for a summon. Also, it is important, know where the locations of all dungeons are. If you're new to the game and you don't know where anything is, a lot of times it can be kind of difficult. There are several maps that you can find online, but don't be that guy who's like, can I get a summon? And you're like, it used to irritate me so much when people, it would be in Dalaran. I would never kick people for this, but I've been in groups where people have been kicked. Definitely have been in groups where people will, oh wow, this is the Horde side. I have to walk? Psh, this is terrible. On the Alliance, it's a lot higher. I've definitely been in groups where it was Karazhan, which I don't know if you know this, guys, but Karazhan was literally, you went to Dalaran City in Legion, you took a portal at the bottom, boom, you were there. It was the fastest dungeon to get to. And I can understand if you're like Hearthstone is on cooldown, but say that, like explain it. Don't just like randomly say like, I need a port. Can someone summon me? No. Take initiative, be a boon to your group, and be there on time and be willing to summon for those other people that are being slack-a-lackers. You'll be writing an essay this weekend. Yeah, you should apologize, Horky. The pain. Oh, it's so harsh, man. But I have 1 week break in 2 weeks. Very nice. That's amazing. Is it like spring break? Congrats on getting your Nightborn to 110. That's right. 1, 2, 3, please. Used to make me angry. I know. Worst times ever. Okay, now we have a healer. That's amazing. I'm here. Unfortunately, I do have a slight problem. I'm here to summon, but everybody else is in like weak mode. They're all in like the not war mode, and my characters are all in war mode for now because gotta get those bonuses, yo. PvP, quest rewards, experience. It's totally worth it. Today's gonna be a good day though. I'm here, but I'll take it. I'm just gonna tell them here in war mode, so they know that I'm here. Because the thing is communication is always a good thing. That's another thing. Communication. When you're trying to be in a dungeon with other people, you know, it's much better if you're doing something and you pull or anything, you should apologize. Be polite. Be like, hey, sorry about that. I wasn't watching my back, or I accidentally... Do not blame anything on lag. That's another thing. If you didn't legitimately have lag, don't blame it on lag. It's an old excuse. No one believes it. So now we're just waiting for a tank. You had an amazing dinner. What did you eat today, Eratoria? Deliciousness, I hope. Okay, so another thing I want to talk about really briefly before this starts, while we're still looking for a tank, is it's extremely important. Actually, really quick, also, before I do that, I'm talking. I'm just adding a lot of things. I do need to change my talents on her really quickly. She has like leveling talents, and I know splitting ice isn't good anymore. So, another good thing is know your class. And we can go over that later. I do want to have like a whole channel series on how to know your class and how to, you know, do your class appropriately. Oh, that I might have one. Yes, I do. Okay, good. Bone chilling, ice flows. Yeah, I definitely need to change this. Ice flows, incanters, ebb and bolt, frigid winds. They say splitting ice and glacial spike. Maybe it's freezing rain. I'm gonna do this one because it's a dungeon. Okay. It is extremely important to know the utility of your class when you're going into a dungeon. Being able to like helpfully control things around you is very valuable. So your class has a lot of... I'm already here. I'm here in war mode. Here, I don't... Another thing you can tell on the UI is you have these little like circles over. That just means you're phased with that person. Okay. So let's really quickly go over a lot of the standard things that you have in your kit. A lot of people have these. Some classes are a little bit differently. We'll go over just mage today, but it generally applies to most classes. You have a couple of things that you could do that are like a boon to your group. For instance, as a mage, I can conjure refreshment. And a lot of times conjure refreshment, well, what conjure refreshment does is it creates a table. Someone can take an item from the table, they ingest it, and they get mana and health. If you are a mage, it is extremely important to always put down a table at the beginning of any dungeon. You put that down, and then you allow your healer, usually will grab a couple. On a low difficulty dungeon like this, it's not terribly important, but this is something that is a class-specific spell that you're able to do that provides a benefit to everybody. If someone is asking for table, like mage, do something, you know that you're doing the wrong thing. You need to know that your class is you have something that you can give to other people. I don't know why you wouldn't do it, but if any way you can help, the group is the best thing that you can possibly do. On top of that, every class, I'm pretty sure every class, except for maybe like Warlock, I think it's very like pet specific, so it might not have it, is interruptions. You will always have a spell that says something like counters the enemy's spell cast, preventing any spell from that school of magic from being cast for 6 seconds. This is called an interrupt. And I'll show you on my UI, it's very specific what spells can be interrupted, but usually you'll see on the boss's bar or any ad's bar, they'll have like a cast bar, and it's like a yellow line that fills out, and once it hits to the bottom of the bar, this is very basic stuff, but it's very important to know, and this is why it's a beginner's guide, so if anybody's already heard this information before, I apologize. But the bar will finish out casting, and when it gets to the end, the actual spell goes off. So if you'll notice with me, I'm going to cast Blizzard. It takes a second, the Blizzard bar casts, and then the cast actually comes to fruition and the spell starts doing its animation and its damage. If a boss does that, or an ad does that thing, and it's on my UI, it shows up as a yellow bar, I can interrupt it. Interruptions are extremely valuable, especially if... Did we get one? No, we didn't. Not yet. Especially if you'll notice that the tank is taking damage. Being aware of the health of the people around you is also very important. So, if the you know, just try to have this on your bars and pretty much just snipe interrupts. Just have as many interrupts as you possibly want. As a mage, it costs me mana, but as a frost mage, mana is not important to me, so it doesn't cost me anything. Most classes, it doesn't really cost us anything. And, oh good, it does look like we got one. So that's always going to be on my bar. I will always have my interrupt on my bar and try to interrupt as much as possible. Looks like we're going to be doing K button interrupts this video. Don't interrupt my video. Hey, Mega Beer. Hello, Robbie. Yep, it is my UI. Sorry, apologize if this is obnoxious. It is, I wonder if this is, I'll help summon this guy. How you doing? So another thing that's extremely important in our spells before this gets going, it looks like we have a tank coming in quickly, so I'm going to try to explain it slowly, is crowd control. It's called CC. Crowd control is something where it just controls the mobs around you. A lot of times you'll have things that will prison or freeze or sap, or it basically incapacitates an ad to the point where they're not able to act for several seconds. The iconic one of Mage, obviously, is called Sheep. Or Polymorph. It's called Sheep. It's called Polymorph. But it turns a mob into a sheep for... How long does it last? For 1 minute, unless it's broken by damage. Okay, we're gonna get going. So I will try to do these things in action to show you. Usually, so at this point in time, when the tank has started moving, that's when you start moving. Like, you try to keep up with everybody as much as possible. Always follow the path of the tank. Like, he's usually the one who has a shield by his name. It is extremely important, if you don't want to get kicked, to be a valuable asset to the group. I gotta bring out my blueberry. This is my light blue blueberry. It is important to stick with the tank wherever he is. If you're ranged, obviously you want to stay out of like AoE damage, but you do want to be close enough where the healers can always heal you. So it's important as a range to make sure that you are... That's another class utility thing. I gotta get in. Okay, so I obviously have an ability or a UI thing that tells me when to like avoid boss mechanics and whatnot. And one of those things is, oh no. Okay, he's doing good. He got eaten, that's fine. I could go over like boss mechanics. That's also extremely important to understand. So knowing how a boss fight goes is very important. And one of the easiest ways to like understand that is to open up the dungeon journal, and that is Shift J. And that will tell you how every boss works. For instance, hide out of line of sight when Razan uses Terrifying Visage. So he just casted that. And when he casts that, you just have to like block his vision from you. So you'll hide behind a block, and then the cast avoids you, essentially, because he's not able to see you to cast it on you. I'm playing terribly, by the way. So if any mages out there, I apologize. Look at that, I'm at top DPS. Look at that. I'm probably like way over geared. Wait, heroic. Oh, yeah. So, what he just called out was the fact that this dungeon is actually done in heroic. We do want to do it on mythic. You can actually look that up by clicking your icon and finding out. It's really hard to see because mine is pink. It's currently on the heroic setting, so we need to walk out and set it to mythic really quick. You got 50 mounts. Already. Wait, what? You got 35 right now? Congratulations. Hello, Zero Lols. How are you doing today? And Parker P. Okay, so the main guy, hopefully he sets it. I can check my dungeon difficulty. It's still set to heroic. Is he still inside? can't tell because they're in war mode. Oh no. He said it to heroic. Okay, he changed the lead to someone else. Okay, it's set to mythic now. We're gonna have to kill that boss again, but that's okay. It's another chance at loot. This one's gonna be a little bit more difficult. Okay, so you can also tell mythic dungeons have this little like bird bath icon thing. That's how you put in the key to that's how you put in the key. So these particular mobs, it is really good to be like familiar with how mobs react. These types of mobs don't have what's called a threat table, or they do have a threat table, but one of their abilities is they will hop to just a random target. And the random targets on fights like this where the ads are like spread out and they keep jumping to like different targets, it is extremely useful to be grouped up so that any melee players can actually like have all of them grouped up to fight them. Okay, so I'm gonna try to show you. I think it's funny that he's always there. For this particular boss fight, there's these purple puddles right here that you see. If he walks over them, or if a player walks over them, you can see his cast bar underneath there, casted the visage. It's uninterruptible at this point in time. So that's not something that I would be able to interrupt with my interruptibility. Most casts that are done by bosses are not interruptible. See, the boss just walked over that purple thing, but it didn't look like he clipped it, so that's good. Okay, that's not good. The healer just died because he got eaten by his ability. He has this pursuit ability. Usually you need to have like a personal cooldown to avoid taking damage from that. I'm gonna just run behind this block. He can't see me. I come back out. And the reason they do that ability is so that, as you can see, all this purple stuff around here, if you get feared by that ability, you're gonna walk over all of these puddles and summon all of these raptors. So obviously you want to avoid that as much as possible. Since we don't have a healer, our healer is dead currently. We do not have a way to, he didn't have any way to heal the rogue. The rogue got caught by the hot pursuit and therefore he died. I hope this is close enough. Sometimes this angle's not good enough. Okay, we're good now. Okay, now I'm going to see who his target is. Right now, he's not targeting anybody. Okay, he targeted the tank. That means the tank is going to be the target for the hot pursuit. And the hot pursuit is going to chase him. If the guy chases him successfully and gets him... I'm not paying attention. I should be killing harder. Oh, goody. Oh, my gosh. No, we're good. If I get caught with hot pursuit, I can... Oh, that's why it's instant. So I changed the talent. So, if you get caught by the hot pursuit, you're gonna die. It's an interesting thing. Okay, that's pretty much how that fight goes. You just go back and forth. You line of sight so you don't get feared into the dark purple puddles. You don't go into the purple puddles. When he casts hot pursuit, back out a little bit, see who his target is, and then go back in. All right. So now this is another etiquette. This is the tank right here. I don't know if I can mark him. I'm gonna mark him annoyingly enough as, no, we'll give him, yes please. He's asking if I want to do the world quest. And I'm going to say yes please, because I would love to do the world quest. He's a very nice tank. He's been very friendly so far. And you can tell that there's a world quest here because if you look at your map, a little 2 shows up, and that's basically indicating that it is a quest. This is like pretty basic stuff. But, I mean, this is basic, like, dungeoning for beginners. Okay, so let's look at this really quickly. See that yellow bar? I'm going to let it cast out all the way. But now he's casted this bubble here. That bubble is a dampening field. You can't interrupt anything that is a mob that is inside that ability. So I interrupted the mending ability. A lot of times, sometimes, like, basic casts going off, like Wildfire. Wildfire is not a terrible ability to go off. It just, like, does, like, some damage. Something that you really want to interrupt, excuse me, is something like a heal. Heal, and it'll have, like, a name like a mending ability or something like that. You would like to interrupt as much of those as possible, mostly because it just means the boss fight is going to last a lot longer. The ads are just going to keep healing each other. So targeting healing interrupts is probably your best bet. Another type of interrupts that you want to... Another type of cast that is ideal to interrupt is something that empowers. It'll be like, you know, rallying cry or something that indicates the way that the word is the way that the spell is described. It's going to be something that's pretty much something that is going to buff his party members, like the guys around him. So you'll notice, let's really quickly look at these guys at their cast bars. There's going to be, on my UI, they're not going to cast. Oh, he's coming out again. This is the boss. That's his mechanic as he disappears periodically. That's a red cast bar, if you guys notice that. That's an uninterruptible spell. I can't do anything about it. It basically just prepares the tank to let know that something's bad is going to happen, and he probably has to have a defensive come up. Oh, yeah, see, this person's asking for a mage table. I didn't place it at the beginning. Yes. Okay. Now you can see this guy has soul burn. Soul burn's pretty bad. And now they are uninterruptible when they're inside that field. And obviously that's not ideal. The tank is gonna die, that's fine. It's just a lot of damage going out. So I try to interrupt. At this point, you just want to interrupt whatever you can. The, that's gonna go off because I don't have an interrupt for it just yet. The way this little mini-boss reacts, I don't know if you guys are familiar. Every time an ad dies around him, he gets stronger. So, if I target him now, actually I can... Another thing that I can do as my class is he's got these gathered souls things. It's called a magic. You can see the little description beside it is magic. One of my abilities is called spell steal, and I'm actually going to spell steal twice. I'm going to take that all off of him. Now I have that on me, maybe. I don't know if it's something that actually gives me a benefit, but because the Juggernaut died beside him, I am able to take it off of him essentially. That guy didn't live long enough. That guy's ability, the Berserk, he had what's called an enrage, and that is like a something that can be soothed. Druids can actually remove that ability. He casted it, he did Berserker Rage, and then it can be removed by other classes. A good thing that you need to know when you're playing this game is being able to use whatever your class is able to bring to the table. Go through your like your thing. Go through your thing. I'm going to interrupt that fire enchant. That's a really annoying ability that puts like fire all over the ground. We don't want that. Try to get rid of that as much as possible. Hello, Bliana! So obviously, Robbie, good job. Doing DPS is ideal, but okay, I tried to get that off of him. But it is like, and obviously doing damage is important, but damage isn't what's going to end up... Let's see if I can get that cast off before he dies. Nope, nope. That's not going to happen. Did I cast that? I did. Boom, and she's dead. I really should pay attention while I'm doing this. I'm talking and trying to DPS at the same time. That's not the best. So what's the plan for today, Fall? Just teaching the ropes for new players? Exactly, Parker P. I'm going to put that down. So Wildfire, I interrupted that. That's Frenetic Rage. He has this icon over his character now. It's called an Enrage. Different abilities can actually control that. I don't have my interrupt up yet. I still have 7 seconds left on it. That didn't particularly help, but I felt helpful. Okay. Alright, this boss in particular is very easy to defeat. There's only really 2 things that you have to do. You have to kill a particular ad so that he doesn't absorb. You can see these like red pools over here. And you can see those red pools over there. You are going to need to step into it because it puts a debuff on you. And when she tries to like suck your blood, oh, you know what I have to do? That's another thing. I'll go over that afterwards. Okay, we're actually going to try to focus on DPS. You see she's creating these like red pools right here. We're going to try to kill this Spirit of Gold. I can dispel this off of her. Take that off. And she's dying really slowly right now. And the reason for that is the mechanic is not here. The mechanic is not to like actually defeat her. She sucks your blood, and if she does it well, she's actually going to heal. So this one person did not, the rogue. The rogue was not able to get a blood pool in time. So as a result, when she pulled like the energy from him, she healed herself. Ooh. Oh, I got molten gold on me. Okay, so everybody's healing because the rogue didn't realize that he needed to get something. It takes a while if no one knows how to do this boss fight correctly. Like, understanding how boss fights work when going into... Oh, he's gonna get it. He successfully did not get it. That's good. Okay. Dudes, look, there's pools. You need to step in them. Yeah, it's too late. She's just gonna keep healing herself. At least 3 of us are getting it, which means she's like taking more damage than actually like healing. So that is good. So this should kill her. Grab that pool. This should kill her. No. Close. Close but no cigar. So this time her death is... She's so close to dying. There's no point in actually killing that dude. There is a point in the game where... Sweet! Oh, yes! That's actually the reward for doing this dungeon. Oh, that works out great. I'm actually going to switch to that really quickly, and then I have an offhand that's pretty badass. We're going to do that. So hopefully that'll have a marked improvement on my DPS. My DPS does suffer a little bit. I am not particularly good at, that hurts a lot, but I just, you know, you got to run through it sometimes. Just, you know, gosh, that was kind of close. Okay. These guys obviously have potential casts that they can do. I usually like to keep on augers. Augers have like that fire thing that's really annoying. But the honor guards are just melee abilities. Usually they don't have anything that they can do to hurt anyone. Take me with you in dungeons. Oh, hey, demon! Well, I'm trying to prove that you can do dungeons without getting booped. Okay, so that terrifying scream that he had, that is an ability that you can interrupt. And what it does is it's a fear. So it's going to fear you into other mobs. I cannot stress that enough. Pulling other mobs in a dungeon is probably one of the worst things that you can do. So I'm going to stay on this guy. I have 10 seconds left until I can actually... I have 8 seconds left now. Counterspell is pretty low, slow to come back. But I should be able to have back in time for his next cast if he does it again, which doesn't look like he will. He'll probably die before it happens. So that's really good. But not like close range, but I like far range. Far range is good. Okay, follow the tank. Always. See how this guy ran the other way and he grabbed this other mob? Oh gosh. Oh no. And this guy... Oh no. This is not good. This is very not good. Okay, so I'm gonna stay on the Sky Screamer because, like I said before, the Sky Screamer is... He's gonna cause more issues than anything else. I think at this point. Oh gosh. Can't interrupt that. I'm just gonna get feared into. Yeah, the tanks, and now the tank is like, come on. Like, you didn't need to pull that. So, if someone else, like, being aware of your positioning is extremely important in dungeons. If you're following someone else and it looks like they didn't pull, but it's like oddly close to another mob, the best thing that you can do is follow as closely to the other guy as possible and just stand back. Do not, like still try to go slowly. Don't just think that because he was able to run through it, you're going to be able to run through it as well. He's running through it in a very specific manner to avoid taking mobs. Now they're coming at us again. Look how he's moving. He's staying really close to the wall. Like, you can get through this without... And can't interrupt that one. He didn't just, like, book it over here. He had his butt close to the wall. Like, do not pull other things if you can avoid it. It's just... You're just gonna upset. You can't risk, especially if, like, why did the rogue have that now? Like, you're not gonna pass that. Okay, I wasted my interrupt. And here's another thing. If someone else interrupts like half a second before you do and you still cast your interrupt will still go off cooldown. So, either interrupt really early and try to get it in and actually be useful, or so that other people aren't wasting it, or get it at the last minute. Goodbye, Robbie! Oh, where'd my blueberry go? Oh gosh, this is a lot of stuff. I need to get this guy out. So the stalkers got pulled as well. Alright, onward ho. What's your eye level on that mage? It's 365 currently. I'm trying to get some stuff up on her. There's a lot of really good... Kill the witch doctor is important. They just have like this awful... Try to get this cast off. Move. Target the other witch doctor. Witch doctors are pretty awful. But so are the honor guards. So I'm gonna put my shield up, help out the healer a little. Ugh. Please don't pull. If this guy's good, he's not gonna pull. I'm going to help out the healer a little bit, put down another table. Would you say it's true that eye level doesn't always matter? It depends. I mean, when you're going into a dungeon, if you're able to still crank out some good numbers, if you're still able to like crank out some good numbers, then it's okay. But, and you're able to like not be annoying. Mage back, left, right. So he wants me to target the back one. With this particular boss, You have to kill them down at the same time. Oh, this is not good. We're gonna have to start over. That's gonna reanimate. I'm just gonna wait for it to reanimate. Oh gosh, good. Wouldn't stats matter more than eye level? It depends, because the thing that eye level does is it gives you your base stat, right? So like if you're way under geared but your stats are perfect, you're still going to miss out because you don't have your intellect or your agility or whatever. Poop everywhere. Please don't stand on me. Whew. That was a little struggle bus, but that's okay. Now we go to the main boss. Another thing you can do, Parker, is go to like a sim ability. Okay, everybody's staying really close. The good thing is I have 2 quests that I have to finish up in here, so do. My gosh, my DPS was awful. I mean, I am 365, but I got some ungemmed pieces, so... Oh, that was delicious. Stepped on a spider. It's awful. Okay. Please tell me you didn't pull and bring up here. What's happening? What are you doing? What's the rogue doing? Gather up for spirits back here. Can do. This guy's not gonna move. Oh my gosh, are you kidding? The healer did not stack up at all. So now we're all dealing with this horrible stacking debuff because one of the spirits got to her. I hope it drops soon, because that would be handy. Okay, good. Nope. want to tick out. Look how much little health I had. Oh, it's because the healer died. Ah. Oh no. Oh no. How not to do dungeons with the struggle dead healer. Interrupt that. That's just the spiders coming at me. That's okay. I'm gonna just... Oh, I gotta save this. Oh gosh. Do damage. Oh. Hello, Harrison Wells. Hello, Goddess Saloon. Well, we tried. We're so close. Pulling everything that they possibly can. Why? Let it come. He pulls sometime. It's annoying. No, he pulled because you ran right by him. I'm doing really good. It's great to be back to the place I like to call home. Aw, I'm so glad you're home. We don't have Luz, so that's fine. Spiders on my butt. Don't go all the way back. Just go here. Just... Oh. This is craziness. The important one to kill right now is the one that's like right on the boss's butt. So I'm gonna focus on that one. Ooh. As you can see, my DPS is awful. That was great. That was good times. That was the way that happens. So we can kind of do reanalysis while we wait for a mother load one. I'm gonna hearth back to my good old towns. Okay, so let's talk a little bit and like dissect that a little bit about what happened a couple of times there that you would want to avoid if you were going through a dungeon. One of the things is there was a couple of times where ads were pulled when they should not have been. Being very mindful of your positioning. I went over that a little bit beforehand. Positioning is extremely important. So, how are dungeons going? I think I saw you die earlier. What? Goddess Saloon! Really? You're gonna just, like, you know, throw me under the bus like that? Oh yeah, that's right. Because I finished the quest that goes in there. So, we'll do this. I'm gonna leave this group. That party was a little bit, you know... you have to be nice, right? A lot of people who are doing dungeons just don't know. Like, they don't know how a particular fight goes. So, we're gonna just look for a plain old mother load mythic. Normal mythic, no engineer. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I will do it. He's a guy. Okay. We'll fly down here. I've never actually done this through the Horde side yet, so I'm not exactly sure how to get there. So, let's zero fast sign up. I would like to do that. I would like to sign up fast for that. Thank you. If you guys would let me. Excuse me. Okay. There were ads that were pulled that should not have been. A couple of fears got off that should not have. If my interrupt is only available every 15 seconds or so, and an interrupt or 24 seconds. Jesus, I forgot how long that one was. Why am I pending? I'm amazing. I mean, obviously I did a whopping 4K on that last boss, so you know how good I am. No one wants me, guys. No one wants me. I gotta get on the ground floor really quickly. I'm trying to find where this thing is. Oh, it looks like it's right here, potentially. Is that it? Is this... I have never done this quest or this dungeon on Horde side, so we'll just keep cycling through it. 1 down, 3 to go for the weekly. Did I pick it up? Gosh, please tell me I picked it up. I think I did. Thank you, Zero, for the reminder. Weekend event. Okay, I did. We're still looking. Unfortunately, I'm a very low DPS, so no one really wants me. But that's fine. When dungeons aren't easy to master, especially if you play as a priest, aka me, you would get blamed a lot, so it's quite stressful, but you did great. Yeah, that was not my, you know, it's not my ideal. But it went as well as it could. The problem is there's like no tanks on right now. Okay, so not knowing the boss fight. There was a couple of boss fights where it was clear that one of the people just did not understand how the fight worked. So for instance, the priestess fight, you at one point she casts like this like gold beam on you, and you've got to wonder, oh, what does this gold beam do? If a gold beam is a mechanic, at that point you're like, what is this gold beam? I don't know. I've never seen this before. Look around you. See what everybody else is doing. And if everybody else is running out to like red pools, you go to a red pool. And you look at your gold beam is still gold. Everybody else's gold beam is now red. Then you're like, okay, I did something wrong. What is happening there? Maybe I should look in the dungeon journal. Let's go look at the dungeon journal and see what Priestess Zul'jin does. It's really pink, so obviously it's extremely hard to read. Hopefully that makes it a little bit clearer. But it says, stand near a pool of tainted blood and step into it just as Priestess Zul'jin begins casting. For me, it is Shift J. That is my dungeon journal bring up window. It's right here. Sorry, I want to be friendly because like people just don't know. There is a dungeon journal. Every time you go into a dungeon, it'll explain to you what is happening in that dungeon journal. We're going to go to Razan really quick. Razan, hide out of line of sight when Razan uses his terrifying visage. Visage? Visage? Not exactly sure what it is. And it also says, run away from Razan when he starts to pursue. That is a blue, it's pursuit. Avoiding any ancient dry bones in your attempt to flee. So not only do you have to avoid dry bones, you have to avoid having him walk over dry bones. So your path is usually just up and down that line. You avoid his appearance by kind of standing behind one of the pillars, and then when he does his terrifying visage, and then what you can do is he'll just target someone randomly. He will change his focus, and you can check your target's focus. I have the guy targeted, so it'll show in a little square who my boss target's focus is, like who he's looking at, and it'll be like, oh, it's me. I need to like blink out of here and keep running and avoiding those red pools or those purple pools just like they told me to. Meanwhile, let's keep looking. Yes, weekend event. I would like that. I would like a weekend event. I would like to be part of the cool kids group. Look, I know I'm just a silly little DPS. Oh, yay, yes, I got in. We're in, guys. What happened to a player I played with once? He was confused a lot. He said he even didn't understand. He was like, what is this golden beam? But we helped him later on. Yeah, a lot of times... I hope I accepted that. Did we get this tank? Ooh, let's get this tank. Invited. Perfect. Invite the tank. Now all we need is a healer. I'm not even looking at what the requirements are. I'm 365, so that's plenty. Okay, we get Dumb Priest. We got Devilicious. We have Stanya. I can't read it because it's pink. I'm sorry, guys. We've been over this before. Everything's a little pink. Okay, also, make sure when you go in that you are fully repaired. I have a repair mount. There are a whole bunch of different mounts in the game that give repair. I used that repair mount there, so I think this is it. Is this it? Is this... I think this is the entrance to Motherlode. I'm gonna go in. Terrace of the Speakers, Dazarlor, Grand Bazaar, Port. Where is everybody? Okay, it looks like everybody's heading this way. I've never done Motherlode on Horde, so it's a little bit wonky for me to try to figure this one out. But it's good. It's good so far. Alright. Grand Bazaar, Port. Okay, that troll. I'm gonna go in. I've never been in this way before. Well, we'll see what happens. What? What? I don't know if that's where... Is that where the boss fight starts? I don't know if that's where it starts on Horde. Hello, Cooking with Kirby! How are you doing? Okay, I'm gonna walk in. Or not walk in. So I walked in and the fight had already begun. You could tell I had started at a boss location, which means the dungeon had already been in progress. So, luckily for me, I was able to port out. Is it reset yet? It's time for me to leave, unfortunately, but I was glad I could see you and talk to you once again. As always, it's very enjoyable and relaxing to watch your streams till we meet again. Goodbye, Goddess. Thank you so much for dropping by. Trying to finish up videos to get back at my WoW addiction. Yeah, you do. Elune Adore. Thank you so much for stopping by, Goddess Elune. I really don't want to go back in until I am ready to go. Are you guys in? Should I come in? What's happening? This does not bode well. Is it reset? Like, I don't wanna. Should I go in? Should I come in? They haven't said anything. I don't know, like, because the thing is like the bot. I don't know if they're like running their way out. What's happening here? Okay, so what's happening here is the guy had already run Mythic Motherlode. He did not reset his dungeon, and so the dungeon was already in progress, and so I think they're trying to run out. Can I come in? I just don't want to. I just don't want to commit to like going in and then okay, so they're telling me to stay out. Okay, let's go a little bit more over with like your raid utility and stuff like that. So obviously as a mage, you want to lay down your conjure refreshment. This just basically gives a food item to everybody that they can get health or mana. Every single class should have a counter spell. The counter spell is going to it'll be called something else. I can't remember any other names at this point in time, but you're going to have a counterspell ability, and it's an interrupt, and what it does is it just prevents a cast from going off. Okay, reset. I'm walking back in. I have a particular ability called Spell Steal, and what Spell Steal does... Oh my gosh, that poor tank. I feel so bad for him. He's still trying to run out. Platinum Sands. What's happening? What's happening? I don't know where everybody is. Should we summon them? I was smashing my head into +3 groups last night. Oh no. It can get pretty hairy. So this is like for everybody who feels like they're making mistakes in dungeons, or they just don't know, or they're trying to get better, or you feel like, why didn't that go well? Maybe it was you, and maybe there's a way to like fix it. So another thing that we can do with my character is Ice Flows. Oh, yeah, I haven't used that one yet. Let's just tag that one on there. Like I said, you can do crowd control. Another thing that's very handy is called Remove Curse. This is something that is a spell steal, removes a buff off of a hostile target. Remove Curse removes a curse off of a friendly target. And it's just something to make note of if you ever see someone like ticking down and you're looking at them and they're like, why are you taking damage? You can highlight their character, and it'll usually have like a box or something over their character that kind of describes like, oh, they have this thing on them. You should probably take it out. I will try to summon. I'm in war mode and some of you guys are not, so maybe we can't get that. I will help to summon. I don't know where R and D is. Does anybody know what that is? I sincerely doubt you're a noob, rogue. Platinum Sands. Where is Platinum Sands? Should we port? Should we summon? I think the Platinum Sands is where it begins. Okay. I'm gonna go back in. And we're gonna give this another shot. I'm excited. This place actually rewards me with a pretty sizable item, so I'm excited about that. Alright, so first things first. Follow the tank. This is Divalicious. He's a delicious looking paladin. He's decided to pull these guys. You can see they have a whole bunch of red casts. Red casts mean I can't do anything about that. Right now, I just focus on trying to murder things. You stay put. You wait until the diva decides to move again. He's activating a tank. So what that jockey was trying to do was he was trying to get inside one of these robots. If he gets inside one of the robots, it's a pain in the butt because now you have to fight a robot instead of a squishy little gnome. The only way something like that is a red cast, that is uninterruptible, you need to have some sort of like stun or like a push mechanic. Unfortunately, I don't have anything like that as a mage, but other abilities do. Other things do. For instance, Havoc has an AoE, like it just does a fell burst, and what it does is it just stuns everybody around him for 3 seconds. That's a very effective one. He also has prison. I wonder, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a test today. We're actually gonna use polymorph and see if polymorph will have that effect that we want. He stunned me, so you want to use something like that on them. Why? My gosh, my DPS just tanks whenever I'm like... I'm a pet class, right? So right now, I've got to also be mindful of where my little dude is at all times. I have to make sure that I'm not attacking people. Okay, so this is going to be a little awkward because all of my stuff are AoE abilities, and so I'm going to just pull a whole bunch of other things. He just fell bursted. These are little dudes, though, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. If they're yellow, that means they usually don't have a lot of health, and it's okay to pull a little bit extra. They'll just die within the cleave of what's happening. So I'm going to keep this jockey targeted. Okay, he's taking a path that I'm not familiar with, so I need to be careful and just very sneakily follow him. I'm going to wait. This is a good place for me to pause. I'm going to keep the jockey targeted, and then I'm going to try to polymorph him and see if that will stop his cast. It did. So that's another thing. Know your class. Know what type of abilities that you have. CC is very strong, and it's one of the things that's going to be extremely useful in trying to make sure that a dungeon goes clearly. World of Warcraft, Blizzard didn't give you these abilities if they were just like casual. You didn't need to use them. If you're not using abilities that are in your kit, then you're not providing as much of a... So this is... I don't know if that's not going to freeze them. They're both going to go off. So this one did go off. So now, at that point, oh, I did have sheep, but I don't know if that would have worked. That was 2 jockeys. The other side doesn't have packs like that. They don't have 2 jockeys. So now he has a shield up, which means I have to get behind him. I think, I don't remember if casters need to get behind him for that. You want to get out of this ability. So always constantly be moving. Obviously as a mage, it's really difficult to do damage while you're moving constantly. I'm used to a lot of melee classes, so this doesn't happen very often. There goes my orb. I'm also very new. Okay, that needed to be interrupted. I'm also pretty new at mage, so like, if my DPS is crap, the whole point of this is like, you don't need to have like great DPS. You just need to be helpful sometimes, and maybe do some more DPS. You know. I don't know who he's trying to pull. Well, that's not good. Can I cast this before he does? I can. So even though my DPS is pretty bad right now, like, I don't know, I successfully avoided us from having another thing to have to deal with. Which, if these guys are worth any of their weight, which it seems like they are pretty good at what they're doing like 20k DPS, having something like that is important. Why the Demon Hunter didn't imprison this thing is beyond me. But, you know, you get what you need. This guy's gonna break eventually. Is he gonna? Oh, jeez. It's just like the never-ending cycle of weird sheeps going off. Oh, I can't do anything about you. He ice spritzed me. Ice Spritz is another cast that you want to like interrupt, because what it ends up doing is freezing someone and incapacitating them. Which is handy for them. See, so here's the thing. A lot of the casts and abilities that you'll see that noobs, like mobs, are doing in dungeons are sometimes things that have very similar counterparts within like your actually class abilities. So for instance, they have like a slow cast that causes them to be turned into ice. I would like you to be interrupted. Oh, there we go. I didn't realize that sheep was like a slow cast. That's very interesting. Like I said, I have not played mage very often. And as you can see, I'm terrible at it. I just want the flechettes to end. I'll interrupt that. That's handy. I wish I could be more impressed with my own damage, but that's not gonna happen. It's like a nice middle. Oh, I should have lusted when he got stacks. DPS is extremely high right now. It's because this boss has like, if he gets stacks of stuff, he will... It's gonna hit him. Alright, it did! Nice! Okay, cool. There's a lot of stuff in this packs. I'm like, sorry, now I'm like, it's fun to like play different new classes, but I get really quiet when I'm trying to learn new ones. Okay, so the Earth Shield, he puts a shield on himself. As a mage, I actually can steal that from him. So if I see one, once he puts the shield on him, I can use my spell steal ability. And it will remove it off of him and put it onto me. So that's why it's called a spell steal. It's nice to like steal things that are very strong that you can't otherwise get. So I'm hoping that they'll let one go off. Nope. Gotta move, gotta move. Okay, I didn't move, but I got the cast off. Oh, okay. Well, now we got 2 of these. So the Demon Hunter doesn't know what's happening here because he's not paying attention. He doesn't realize that there's another pack, so he's face tanking over there. If you're ever in that situation, what you need to do is realize that you have mobs on you and you need to bring it to the boss. So for instance, I'm going to freeze these guys so there's a little bit of control. And when I say free, like, take it to the boss, you need to take it to the tank. Because the tank, when the tank loses control because, like, everybody has threat on things, what you need to do is help out the tank. As a DPS, it's very important to help out the tank as much as possible. And sometimes he just can't have control. Do not run away. Run into the tank so that you're bringing the mobs with you. That probably sounds a little silly, but if you can bring it to the tank, he'll be able to like generate AoE threat and take it off of you. The tanks have a taunt mechanic, but it's usually on like a 7-second cooldown. And if they're unable to, if they've just taunted something else, they're not going to be able to take anything off of you. You need to bring a mob into them so that they can generate AoE threat. So don't pull mobs out if you've got something chewing on your face. Just go into the mobs. Go into the boss. Tank. I don't know what that is, but it needs to die, I'm assuming. Do we want to kill this little guy? I probably do. I think it's like, I think it channels and it heals him. So we're gonna get rid of it. Okay, my DPS isn't terrible so far. I mean, once I can actually like concentrate. What does it do? Interrupt that. Ah. Can anybody else interrupt that? Wow. I could not interrupt at that point because my interrupt was on cooldown, but no one else decided to interrupt it either. So that was good times, good times. Thank you. Always be polite. Thank you. I don't know why the paladin is rezzing. It should be the healer. But, you know. Hello, Bryce Q! How are you? He's gonna try to pass through these mobs. That's interesting. There's a lot of mobs that you can skip. There's not a lot of mobs that you can't skip. I should have ice blocked. But that's another ability that I can use that I'm unfamiliar with as a mage because I don't play mage that often. But, I don't know. I think this is... It is really good to play other classes. We don't want tectonic barrier. That's not good. I think it makes them uninterruptible, so we don't want that. We lost our priest. So we don't have our healer anymore. Maybe that's why the healer didn't res. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, wait. They're back. Good. Please walk mobs to the tank if you get aggro. Yes, absolutely. Thank you for agreeing with me, Bryce Q. I think a lot of people don't understand. They're like, oh no, something's attacking me. I have to run away. That flight or flight response, like, takes over. No, don't. Because the thing is, the tank, what's the tank going to do? He's not going to chase after you. He's going to be like, well, you're going to die. I can't help you. You've decided, you've put this fate upon yourself, good sir, or good madam. Okay, so you see how this sapper now has, I have threat on it because I put too much damage on him. I'm just going to stand right here, and I'm not going to target it. I'm changing my target. I am no longer targeting this wanton sapper. He hasn't taken it off me yet. That's okay. It'll happen eventually. I have no longer decided to target it. And see, now the threat changed. It went from red to yellow, and now it's purple, which means it's no longer on me. The healer, I'm not running away, so the healer can heal me because I'm right in the middle of it, and the tank can eventually pick up aggro when he has a chance. Like, there's... that's like the best thing that you can do in that situation. Don't stand in front of these things or around them. Okay, so just at this point, just target whoever you can. These guys, so they should be CC'd, but someone pulled before the CC could be finished. Basically kill all of them as much as you can, but if possible, when one of them gets empowered, kill that one first. Let's see which one he empowers. He's empowering this guy. Not only do they do more damage, but they take more damage as well. So, absolutely target them first. Okay, they're doing this resonating shake, which I don't want to be part of. Just, you know, move out of that damage. Tectonic smash. Also, don't be in front of that. If you have like a druid or something, you can root them. But he's pretty much in melee of everything. I'm gonna try to... I can kind of sit here and kind of face tank it a little bit, and everybody can kill it while I'm like here. Even though it's targeting me, obviously that's not ideal. I don't want to be targeted by something. I should sort of circle around. At this level of difficulty though, if he's going to be beating on me and meleeing my face, it's not terrible as long as I'm within range of the healer, and it can be meleeed down with the boss. So, you've got to make like a judgment call. If something's killing you, obviously, you've got to try to avoid everything as possible. You can use your ice armor, whatever that ability is, which I never seem to pop. You can use your ice block if it's really hurting you. Or, you know, you can, back away. You kind of want to move in a circle. So, you don't pull mobs away so much that people can't attack them. You pull them away just enough so that you're not getting attacked. So, usually you want to kind of go in a circle. Situations like this, Motherlode is a really good example of how do I make sure that I don't pull things. There's so much stuff going on, and there's also, you want to kill the Feckless Assistant. The Feckless Assistant has this transformation ability that is awful. He basically heals to full, and then he starts doing really awful abilities. When he'll start to like run away, he transforms into a horrible creature. It's not good. So definitely target that. Have kind of like an idea of what mobs you want to focus. A lot of things that have like casting abilities, sometimes you want to just get rid of them out of the way because you just are going to run out of interrupts. So that's a good rule of thumb. It's just anything that starts casting a lot, get rid of those. Hey, Kirby Gaming over on Twitch. Okay, sneaky, sneaky. It's your DPS doesn't matter. You don't want to rush into a fight if you're afraid that you're going to pull something. Always err on the side of just not pulling. And so, for instance, this priest just ran over here, which is not good. So this, now we have, like I said, we have 2 feckless assistants now, and this guy is going to get a transformation off because I don't have an interrupt. So this is bad. So now you can tell he turned into a grotesque experiment. We have 2 grotesque experiments now. It's not good. I got polymorphed. That's, you know, that's also not good, but it's okay. Like, as long as you don't pull anything else, you're fine. This troll is in the middle of somewhere else. Oh no. Are you kidding me? Why did it do that? Oh gosh. What? See, I was facing in this direction. Why did it go over here? I have no idea why it did that. Oh gosh. I've never seen that. I'm so sorry. Okay, that was bad. Hello, Internet Hulk. Hello, how are you? Who is that noob? I hear that Kirby guy can't play a warlock. Hey, Kirby. Why is this happening? Did you see that? Okay, is anybody here a mage player? Like, I've never seen an orb. I was facing in this direction. Did it, like, clip off of this table and went literally to my left? Like, directly to my left. I've never seen that before. Also, why was my blueberry over there? Once again, focus the feckless assistance. You just don't want him to send... He has, like, a transformation ability. That's the thing that needs to be interrupted. Any ability that allows something to... Yeah, someone else interrupted it. Any ability that heals something to full and transforms them into something else, it's awful. It's toxic. You want to get rid of that as much as possible. Just focus those mobs down. Sometimes it's hard to learn which ones do it, but it is... That's one of the things about running these dungeons. It's not just mobs that you have to kill. There's a lot of it means that you have to control them. So I am going to focus this feckless assistant. Someone already interrupted that really quickly. That was a really quick interruption. I got turned into this. So right now I have a magic. If someone else was targeted with this, I would be able to dispel it off of them. But because it keeps targeting me, I can't take it off of them. I keep getting hit by that. Sorry. I am bad. Alrighty. This boss is a lot of fun. She has 2 abilities. First, she throws poop at you, and the second one is she clears the poop. So, interestingly enough, you want to be in a position to clear out the poop as much as possible. So, she's going to put that on me, so that's fine. I'm just going to move out of the way. Now, I'm going to have my back to... She's going to do it again, but it's always good to have this. These people have their backs over here. That just means that she's going to throw poop out in that direction. So now she's clearing out an area where there's no one. There's nothing to clear out. And again, it happened again. You saw it cleared out a little bit over here. Don't be positioned over here where there's no poop. You want to have your back... Okay, so I was sitting there. That's fine. I put more poop where poop already was, right? So I didn't take up any more space than there already was before. I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to put my back here. if she targets me again, which she did, I put my back against something so that I didn't take up more room than was already in the room. I'm going to do it again. I'll put my back here. She's going to die before it becomes an issue. Okay, but she's on me. I didn't do it as well as I could have, but I cleared out a little bit. You want to, I don't know, just, there are dungeon abilities and it'll tell you how to do the dungeon fight. Ooh. The cloak. Oh, yeah, I will take that. Anything's an upgrade at this point. I'll take a cloak. Mega Baby, Make America Game Again. Oh, yeah, I can agree with that. Is my dude on passive? No, he isn't. He's casting. All right, that's good. I do feel like I'm missing something. My DPS is bad. It's bad, guys. Hey, Tony! How you doing? Okay, another mine came up. Fun secret. Those mines on the ground target the one that actually set them off. So... good times, good times. Okay, so this guy backed up into this mine. Did you see how his butt was on it and he just backed into it? It's not bad, but this is what I'm talking about, like placement. These people are aggroing mobs that don't need to be aggroed, and it just means like there's more time that needs to be done. This mine was gonna go off regardless because it was really close to this other mob. So, I mean, some things you can't help, but there are stuff that you can avoid, and it's also very good to avoid pulling stuff when the tank is not ready. A lot of times tanks will know the layout. I mean, sometimes they're not, but most of the time someone, if they're tanking, they have that mindset of they want to be able to like clear material, and they have an idea of how the map is laid out. So like he did this on purpose. He taunted this guy right where the mine was, so that when the guy became available, it was right on top of the mine, and then the mine became accessible, so the two could be cleaved down together. And that's good playing. You want to like, cleave is a lot stronger than I think a lot of people give credit to. You want to have, oh my gosh, I'm doing so little DPS. I would love to help. I'm sorry, I'm poop. Gosh. I can do this, guys. I need to like prove to them that I'm not just like, I'm not just a pretty face, you know? I'm not just like a blood elf with like aspirations of beauty. I'm just not used to playing like a caster class. See, I'm gonna come into them. I don't know where that bomb went. It died immediately. Seek and destroy! Does anybody love that song? Okay, I have threat on this guy. You could see, like, his bar was red to me. Purple is good. According to my UI, purple is good. That means the boss has threat on it. Green means that someone else has threat on it other than the boss, the tank. Alright, good. Good. Are we going to pull this guy? Nope, good. Avoiding that. We're going to pull this thing. I need to get that out. Please don't ricochet. I would really appreciate that if you don't ricochet. Okay, as you could see, that thing had, like, I had threat on it again, which is so weird. I don't know why I'm getting threat on anything. My DPS is not the best. Maybe my single target is. We're gonna go with that. But I changed targets. I want to stop generating threat. If you're generating threat and something's hitting your face, stop targeting it. Yeah, I know your instinct is, I gotta kill this thing that's trying to kill me. No, just don't look at it anymore. Just be like, I don't need to have threat on you. You can go sit in a corner. You know, I'm gonna stand right here, look at someone else, pretend you're not existing, and then the tank can taunt off of you or generate passive threat. Alright, on this boss fight, you can see this boom bot is going to spread bombs this way. And this boom bot is going to spread bombs this way. So where I am is technically safe until he starts casting this ability. And this is annoying because, frankly, I don't know how to cast and do damage while moving. That you don't need to move out of. It doesn't do enough damage to actually, like... Okay, so this guy's facing this way. He's going to do damage this way. This guy's going to do it this way. Okay, just pass through the boss a little bit. Kind of clip it. Try not to get killed. Taking a little damage to get through damage is not a bad idea. Okay, so for this boss fight... You need to, one, kill these guys, but also you're going to see that these things show up. There's like these random, like, things like this right here. You're going to stand on it. You know why? Because eventually the boss is going to target someone. He has a arrow over his head. He's going to run over here so that when he smashes down, he's going to hit that thing. So it's on them again. So hopefully they decide to move. They waited too long to move, so he missed basically hitting the bomb. I'm gonna move over here because this is the last one. Nope, the healer is doing something. He's gonna make it in time. Nope. Maybe. Yes, that'll do it. I guess he did miss. Oh gosh. Okay, good. Sometimes the boss will hop out and he'll like jump onto the stairs. Curly tail, curly hair. Oh, pugs. Yeah. I don't know. They're kind of so ugly. They're cute kind of thing. That's what they got. All right. Well, this was fun times, guys. Fun times. I got the belt and I'm Warforged. Slap that bad boy on. Amazing. Okay. So... here's the thing. I don't know if you guys knew this. This is a really cool thing about this dungeon in particular. You guys probably do know it, but you can hop behind here, behind the last boss, and just ride away into the distance. You get your own little car. Yeah, if you're tanking that guy, you want to, like, keep them as far away from that entrance as possible because it resets the boss. It's pretty bad. Oh my gosh, I look amazing. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we do need to find 2 more dungeons to do. So we're just going to look for some easy zeros to do. Or Underrot. I want to do Underrot just because the amount. So let's see if we can do a regular Underrot. We're going to look for one, and if we can find one, that's great. If we can't find one, we'll look for another one. Regular Mythic. They just need someone. Okay, so let's check out Freehold Mythic. That also has a mount. Wow, that's wow. That's pretty spicy. This is why I don't like playing like strict DPS classes. Underrot is easy. I just need a regular mythic. Okay, so alternatively, we could try, actually, I don't know if she's, can I do King's Rest? I don't know if I can do King's Rest. Okay, we're actually going to go test that. I'm going to go fly to King's Rest and see if I can actually go in. I don't know if I'm attuned to it, and I don't know how to check if I'm attuned. How can I check if I'm attuned? How to check if attuned for King's Rest. I'm sure that Google will give me something. King's Rest attunement. We're gonna check it while we're looking for something. King's Rest. Oh my gosh. My gosh. We'll never get into anything. It's the trials of being a beautiful mage who can only do 5k DPS because I don't know how to do it. We're gonna go up here. Here. We're gonna try a Tuldazar. Mythic Plus. Let's look for another Underrot. I wish there was a way to like just look for zeros. Alright. We're just gonna look for weekly. See if someone freehold. Okay. I mean, at this point I'm good for anything. I do not want to do a Tuldazar again. I want to do something different, you know? You want to do something different. Nobody wants me. It's fine. Just have a lonely life of no one wants a low DPS mage. I don't blame them. I wouldn't want me either. I just want to do a Tuldazar. Plus title course. I'll sign up. I'll be bad. Everybody's like, oh no. I don't want this terrible low mage. Yeah, I know. I don't either. I'm just trying to gear, guys. You gotta help me. You gotta throw me some bones here. Nope. I mean, the good thing is we've got something to do while we're doing this. We're just gonna try to zone into this place. Oh, mistakes were made. No, don't jump. Oh, are you kidding? Wow. Okay, well. This is how you get to... I don't know if you guys knew this. This is how you get to King's Rest. You jump down to Razan. Make sure you aggro as much as you can while you're doing it. It's a little bit tricky. But, you know, if you're good, you can absolutely handle it. My gosh, no one wants me. I promise. I'll be good. I will absolutely be the one that you need. Please. I'll be good. Looks like I can zone in. Okay, good. Okay, so I can do Mythic Plus, or Mythic is this thing. Oh no, did that like dump me out of all of those things because I zoned in? Maybe. Maybe. There's so many good-looking groups. Oh, I can't sign up for any more. I've already signed up for 5. All alone. No one wants my DPS. Might have to start a group. Don't really want to start a group. One of these guys is gonna want me. One of these people will see the true potential that I have. Because you know what? I'm an amazing individual. I think I'm still signing up for things that I've already done. They're like, we've already said no to you. my gosh. I mean, yeah, I know. I'm like, oh yeah, 388 tank. Let's do this, man. I'm ready. I'm so ready for you to tank for me. Why? I wish I wasn't just some... Because the thing is like, not only am I like an under-geared DPS, I don't have any way to like heal or tank my way. Like, I'm just a... Look at these people are all saying no to me. I'm trying to also like not apply to the same ones that I've applied before. Because I don't want to be that person. FH. Did they do this one already? Zero for weekly, only 2 bosses. Zero for weekly, only 2 bosses have been delisted. Is it this? There's like a lot of, and like this is like, it's like being on Tinder or something. I'm like, come on guys, like I'm cool, like you can like take me to whatever. I'm just gonna keep doing it until they say yes. Look, I'm gonna be that annoying person. Oh, I do not want to do weekly alt gearing regular mythics. Motherload. I really don't want to do Motherload again, but here I am. I knew it! That would be the only one that accepts me, would be Motherload. I mean, can I be a beggar chooser? I don't really want to do that one. I'm going to be a beggar chooser. Oh, they're looking for a rogue. That was rude. I'm sorry. I should not have done that. I won't click on things that don't ask for me. I don't want to do Waycrest either. Like, who would want to do Waycrest? I'm a beggar chooser. I should have. They're looking for a tank. They're looking for mounts. I mean, I'll do that. I mean, I've been here forever, so I might as well just keep on clicking. I'm a beggar chooser, and now it's going to be another 10 minutes before I find another one. All alone. This is so... If you had more time, you would create a group for me. That's okay, Kirby. I mean, this is half of the fun of World of Warcraft. It's just searching for stuff. I mean, I haven't looked for underrot in a little bit. So let's, you know, anybody really want to do that? No, apparently no one wants to do that. We'll just search for the old weekly. Just gonna type in week. Hope for the best. I don't really want to do Waycrest. Did I already say... Did someone say no? Oh, shit. They already told me no. I applied again. I'm sorry. I don't want to be that person. I'm like, I like doing this the hard way, but it's just being rejected over and over to over again. It's fine. It's fine. I don't need anybody. Why did I say no to that Motherload, guys? I could have been in. I could have been at least one more close down to it. Now I'm just doing my own thing. Doing the weekly. What does that even mean? Alright, well, we're just gonna... I wish this one would stop. Cancel. I don't want this one. Just go away. You don't need to tell me that you're not available anymore. I don't need you. Okay. I'll sign up for a world tour. Do a Taldazar again. I would really rather do a Taldazar than pretty much anything else, actually, at this point. So, there's that. Mythhold, freehold, skip. Yes. Actually, let's just type in freehold. Maybe? I think I've done that before. Yay! Someone wanted me! I'll say yes. I will absolutely say yes. Are they in the chat? Should I be a girl in the chat, guys? It looks like no one else is. Yep, no one else is in the chat. I don't think anybody ever uses it. Alright, I'm in a Taldazar. I'm outside of a Taldazar. Ironically. I wonder if I run out, can I, like, come back in? Like, how does this work? Like, if I run out of here, will it take me into the dungeon? I know! Success, Kirby! We made it! We got it in. We got in somehow. I mean, obviously, I've already done this dungeon, so I'm not going to get any loot from it. I've already done the world quest, so I'm not going to get any loot from that. Just gonna now give them the link to your stream. Oh, just be like, hey! You guys are going to be streamed. Hope you don't mind. I got 3 people watching. Well, 8 of you. 8 of you lovely peoples. Let me walk out again, because you got to walk out twice, because when I walked out the first time, it made me go in. No, the thing is Kirby, I'm performing terribly. Elwyn Forest. Why are they all in Elwyn? There's 9. You see 9 people? Okay, why are they all suffering from damage? What's happening? Why are they in Goldshire? This is disturbing. Why are they in Goldshire? Are we doing a Taldazar? I know. They're PvPing in Elwyn, interestingly enough. I don't really want to do a Taldazar. I'm gonna be a picky guys. Guys, I'm leaving it. I'm considering leaving it. They haven't responded back to me. They're dead now. I don't know when this is gonna start. Let's look for something else. Why would I do this to myself? Just let's engaging gameplay, guys. Let's keep looking. I need to find a 0. Let's just type in 0. If I can type. There we go. I'm just gonna. Doesn't matter. We're just gonna give ourselves. Are we getting into an underrun? And we have a tank. Oh wait, I didn't mean to sign up for that. I would love to. Take me. I would love to go. I don't know where we're going, but I want to be there. We're going to Underrock, guys. Ha! Let's do it. And we have a tank. They wanted me. This is terrible. That means they're probably not particularly good. Doesn't matter. I got in, guys. You know what that means. It's time for a mount. Ish, sort of. Are we? There's another. Look at that. Get the lovely 2-pack. There's a 2-pack. Get the 2. Oh, there's a 3-pack. I hope I am staying. Do you guys are you gonna keep me? Okay, find my way to the Underrot. I don't know how to get there from who I am. I'm a Horde. I don't know how to get there from Horde, but we're giving it our best shot. I'm excited. Is everybody else excited? Hello, all greetings. Need one more for summon. Flying in war mode. Well, I'm very glad that we left that a Taldazar group because one, I'd already done a Taldazar, so and they were clearly PvPing and dying. You know, they were all on different servers though, so I don't know if they were like friends or not. I don't have a target. I don't have a target. I don't have a target. Where do people fly? Oh, do you go into here? I went all the way up to here. I probably should have just flying here. Flying here. I can talk. Language. Words are my specialty. Hello, Harrison Wells. I'm a little spastic. I'm like drinking this energy drink thing that I probably shouldn't be drinking because of my heart issues, but you know, it doesn't matter. It's from World of Warcraft. The sacrifices we make, Harrison. Sacrifices we make. Let's try to avoid pulling everything. Just imagine, this is another tip that's a follow sweet classic Catholic. That's exactly what we are. If you are trying to run anywhere, avoid pulling stuff. Just avoid it like the plague. Don't run through things. You know how like you're in the wild and you're like, darn it, I just don't want to pull everything. Imagine that mindset in a dungeon. Avoid all of the things. Okay, so I have a decision to make here. I have to get down here. I wonder if I cast Slow Fall on myself and then I mount up, do I keep it? I do! Okay, this is kind of handy. Oh look, Princess Talanji. What are you doing here? Okay, it's neither here nor there. Try to avoid the blood swarmer as you float yourself down. Whoa, okay. There's a lot of stuff here. No, the Alliance. I used to like the Alliance, and then I started playing Horde, and then the Alliance started killing me, and I was like, what? Come on, guys, I'm on your side, sort of. I'm like sort of a... Look at that. I almost made it. I'll cast. I'll be good. Is that a Nightborn? It is a Nightborn! Hello! He looks cool. I like Nightborns. I feel like that kid from... What's that game? That movie? The Christmas Story? I like Santa. Yeah. If you guys have never seen that movie, you should, because it's great. Suki. Goodbye, Aratoria! Enjoy your movie. I hope it's a good one. I'm going to drop a mage table, because I'm a good girl, because that's useful. This guy has a nasty frontal ability that you want to avoid. And he's facing away from me. That's good. I'm going to scooch over a little bit. Oof. It's got some slow DPS. Why is she talking to me now? I just also... It was an interesting use of the life mechanic. Oh, okay, good. I was like, why? These things explode when they die, so you don't really want to kill them all at once, but typically it's really hard to avoid that because people just like doing damage. And it's okay, we survived. I feel like this tank has been burned before. Okay, I'm gonna target the Blood Priest. She has a really nasty ability that you want to try to avoid as much as possible. She puts what's called the Gift of Gahoon on people, and it stops them from... Oh no! Oh my gosh. Did we get it? No, we didn't. Why doesn't anybody interrupt? That arcane... Oh, I should have done the other one. What that ability did was, it basically healed her to full. Why wouldn't you interrupt that ability? It's called like something something reconstitution. And it healed her completely to full. And no one interrupted it. We have like a bajillion rogues. I mean, one of them had to have an interrupt, right? One of them? Maybe? There's another priest. I'm gonna let the Gahoon go off because I can spell steal it. Bye I think I could steal it. Yep, stole it. I don't think it gave me anything, though. Which is unfortunate, because I would like to have that. What is interrupt, Kirby? Kirby, we have a conversation that we need to have. I don't think I can sheep that. This thing you want to kill as much as possible, but you do want to control the priests. So I'm hoping that they all target that, and then I can focus on the priest. I should not have done Icy Veins. So I'm going to let her Gift of Gahoon go off, and then steal it from her, or steal it from someone, whoever she casted it on. But I am going to focus her Arcane, or her Reconstitution. If she casts it, which she didn't, so that's good. I am rooted. Ooh, ah. Oh gosh, is she gonna reset? She did not. That's good. Yay! I was like, I got loot! And I interrupt the number 3 button. Just the number 3 button? Or is your interrupt on number 3? Because either way, that sounds good. This is gonna hurt. I mean, when everything goes together, mage feels really powerful. Otherwise, I feel just... I feel like I'm, like, wasting time casting things I don't need to. So much fun. Could I make a macro guide for my DH? I can. Hey, Jordan. I'm trying to, like, I'm very bad at, like, making, like, edited videos. I still haven't figured out a good way to do that without killing my machine. I've, like, looked at different abilities. Oh gosh. I've looked at different, like, software to, like, edit my videos, but I'm terrible at it. So I'm good at, like, streaming, and I'll keep a streaming one going on, but that's about it. No, I refuse to run away. You can't make me run away. We're just gonna kill this blood swarmer. That's the goal. That's not good. I wish he wasn't, like, backed up like that. Gahoon gonna take ya. Filmora is cheap and easy to use. Can help with editing tutorials. Filmora is cheap. Okay, so my question is like, I have so much, like, I don't know how to, like, store all of the... Oh no. I didn't realize there was a lasher in there. Okay, so you see this stun? It says 21 seconds. It's because I haven't been healed to full. Once I get healed to full, that thing goes away. But just get rid of it. You don't want to have... You can interrupt that decaying mind, and then the healer doesn't have to, like, bust his butt to do it. I'm also not very confident in my own, like, knowledge of the class. I'm always like, there's someone else who can do it better, but I can definitely give a shot at it. I wouldn't be great. It'd be like an amateur's version of Havoc Demon Hunter. Or do you want to do Vengeance? Do you like Vengeance or... Okay. What's happening here? Okay, we pulled 2 Blood Swarmers, which is always a little difficult because there's just a lot of damage going out. It's hard to control. Or an external hard drive. Ah. Is it hard to like wait for everything to like render? Does it feel like it reacts well with that? Like, I feel like it takes forever for anything to like get processed, and every time I'm like, oh, I'm gonna move this clip around or I'm gonna like clip it, my computer dies. And my computer is not like a slow machine. Like, it's a good machine, but I have so much trouble getting it to like render. I don't know what it's called. Whoa, oh, ow. That was called poop. Don't let it go off. If it's easier when you have free time, you can explain it in your stream, then we can rewatch to learn how awesome you are. Oh, thank you so much, Jordan. I am enjoying my Havoc a lot better. A $3,000 custom built. Oh, yeah. It's pretty fancy. Is he spitting at me? Yes. Answer, if there is spit in your face, chances are they're probably spitting directly at you. It's my scientific method of spit detection. I gotta watch his face so I don't have that happen again. Or, you know, just don't learn from my mistakes. See? I avoided poop for once in my life. You know, just good like that. This guy, targeting him, making sure that he dies and gets interrupted. No. I'm gonna sit here and let him chew on my face. But at least he's... Okay, well, okay. Decaying mind. Who's he gonna cast it on? I'll do... Wait, can I do that? I guess not. What is this? Oh, it's a disease. I thought it was magic. It's a disease. Mobby. All right. Oh no. Nah, that was my bad. I should have waited until he was done. This fight. Okay, if I can cast. Oh, it's not the cast I was thinking. It's not the droids I was looking for. Fine, I'll help. I'll stop casting. I'll do 5k DPS. Did we miss one? Oh my gosh. Okay, never mind. I'm focusing on this. I'll get an Ebon Bolt off here and there, you know, maybe. Just run over what you can. Oh my gosh, there's gonna be so many of them. Ingestion, I feel like a tank should be able to get. Wow, no one's... Okay, he did. I was like, why is nobody grabbing that? No! See, that was bad play on my part. Like, honestly, I should have just waited until that had been finished, but my cast is so slow. I'm just gonna target the boss. At this point, his health is so low, even if maggots get out, they will disappear once he dies, so there's no point in, like, running around and getting them. See? Voila! I bet everybody's, like, way under-geared compared to me. What? Wow, okay, that guy was... Alright, so you can do a lot of interruptions with this pack. Death Speaker, I think, is going to be the guy that I focus interruptions on, but I am going to spell steal everybody's. I feel mighty. I feel pretty mighty. Ta-da! And dead. And I'll loot his muck, you know. Hello, Adri! How are you doing? I'm doing fabulous. I'm glad I'm not leveling my Nightborn as much as I love her. I'm doing something a little bit different. Oh gosh, why? Why did we do this? This is a terrible idea. Oh gosh. Well, prepare. Oh gosh. I'm gonna clear out the tank first. Oh gosh. Spell still this. I would like a bone shield. Thank you. Can someone interrupt that guy back there? No? Force that cast? That's fine. Gosh, we need to oh gosh. We need to interrupt things. We have so many rogues. Why are things not being sapped and tapped? What's happening here? Okay, good. The rogue is on the thing in the back. Thank you so much, Jordan. What is this place? This is Underrot. It is one of the dungeons down in, it's in Nazmir. So it's right here in this little horrible pit of nastiness. This is not snow. This is... I'll clear you because I love you and you're a tank. Just saying. Get out of that totem. You don't want to be standing on that. It's going to explode and people are going to die. I'm going to clear my stack because I also care about myself. This is all mold and fungus and it's the worst. So this guy has an ability where he brings out mushrooms and the mushrooms are terrible. And what you want to do is he'll send out like an explosion on you and you can target yourself and stand on some mushrooms. You'll see them pop up in a second. I just ate it. I'll show you. It'll give you a decaying spore debuff. If you would like to. If you get targeted with it. Like he did. He does like a frontal cone on the tank you can also use. I'm gonna snuggle in right here. It's gonna go off. Just got hit by 2 of those as well because I'm batty. But look, I cleared out all of those mushrooms. I'm just gonna do that. Hope for the best. I'm gonna stand right here. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to have him. He's got to deal with all of that, so I'm gonna at least give him a second to catch up. I didn't want to get a whole bunch of stacks on me, so that's why I did that. The tank is not doing anything to try to clear... Oh my gosh, why do I keep doing that? The tank is not doing anything to, like, clear out the mushrooms in front of him. Because that frontal cone that the tank can do clears out a whole bunch of the mushrooms as well. I'm gonna stand right here. Wah. Shockwave, look. Shockwave, it went out. It could have cleared out all of these mushrooms, but now they can't, and I have nothing to... I've got nothing to save myself from all of these pods that are going to go out. So the healer has to heal through 9 stacks of this stuff, which is a lot. He should be dead by then. There we go. So, not ideal. The tank in that situation didn't do the mechanics he should have done. You need to move the boss so that that frontal cone that he does, that's a tank ability, smashes the mushrooms. Because when he does that mushroom attack where all of the mushrooms that are currently up explode and apply that many stacks of debuffs onto everybody. And so the healer can't heal through a lot of that. It's unfeasible. That's not the way so Blizzard, I don't know, if you guys know, like, mechanics are such that if you do them correctly, that's the way the boss is supposed to be done, and you can defeat the fight that way. Oh gosh. I mean, can I attack you from up here? That's probably not the best position to be, but I don't want to pull this guy, and I don't want to pull that guy, and this guy's gonna get pulled. Please, little frost thing. I'm in stealthy mode. The rogues gave me a little ring. That's nice of them. Is it gonna last long enough? Where are we going now? Are we gonna do another shroud? Second shroud. Shroud it up, man. Let's do another one. What are we doing? Over there. Are you kidding me? That was probably the worst case scenario. I'll interrupt that one, I guess. This is awful. This is bad. Oh gosh, and another one got pulled. How? How did everything get pulled? Okay, we killed two worms. Nope, we have another worm. Nope. Wow. Oh my gosh. Everything that could have gotten pulled. Thank you so much, Cooking with Kirby. I really appreciate you coming by. Yeah, everything that could have gotten pulled was pulled. I think we waited too long and people were like, I'm gonna pull all of the stuff. I don't know why the tank was delaying like that. That's a weird move for me. I don't think I would have done that. Technically this is a shortcut, but they didn't clear that way, so... My gosh. No, don't go that way. We'll go the long way. I'm not stealthy, so I can't go through there, so I'm not gonna try. And I don't... Oh, please tell me I didn't pull. Ooh, okay, I didn't. Ooh. Let's see. Is he gonna pull? Did he shroud them through that as opposed to waiting to shroud through the other thing? It's so funny when people are trying to, like, avoid pulling mobs, and then it just, like, all devolves into, like, chaos, because... Oh, he's up. But he's dead. Okay. Maddening gaze. I just barely clipped that one. I like how the tank got stunned and then didn't know what to do about it. So he just stood there for a second like, what? What happened? Sometimes you never know. You never know. Oh yeah, okay, I do need to kill this guy for the boss. When I was clearing all of the zones, I still haven't done any of the dungeons on her, so this is like the first time that we're doing that. Oof. Good times, man. Good times. Rogues also have so much they can do to help out. So, I don't know why one guy shrouded and the other guy didn't. That would have been helpful. I'm ready to go. I got 4 icicles. Let me attack this guy. Well, nope. Now I got 3. Now I have 2. Now I have 1. Oh, that's why he was just standing there. I'll just send out a little lovely good luck on the mount. Okay, for this boss, it's a trap. I'm just gonna say it. It's a trap. The trap is you think that you have to attack all the little dudes that come out. Nope. You do not need to attack all the little dudes that come out. You need to... Oh, gosh. You only need to focus him. So once he reaches this energy level here, a little dude will come out. Why are you running over there? Okay, that circle that he had under him, that ability is actually... Oh my gosh. That ability is something that clears these stacks. You see this putrid blood stack that I have on me? That ability... Oh gosh. What? I'm so confused as to... This boss always confuses me how people decide to do it. I would not... Okay, so here, see? I've got this thing on me. I'm gonna bring it in. I'm gonna clear everybody's stacks. That's what I did. Now I only have 4... I only have 1 stack now. Oh my gosh. Infected! Okay, so this guy is what we just basically created when we attacked him. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, I'm gonna die. What a weird way to do this. Just everybody cower in a corner and hope for the best. Usually everybody stands behind him and then... Come back to me. Okay, that's that. Oh gosh. Okay, so now I can target this guy because his health is low enough to help him out. Because the green dude will kill this guy without our help. He doesn't need us to do it. There we go. Now it's dead. Oh my gosh. It's a little crowded and messy. And I did 7k DPS because, you know, I feel good about myself. Ooh, I will take that. I don't have the Azurite to deal with it, but I'll take it. Ta-da! Which one next? Let's see what we got for... Okay, I can do either spiky thing or other spiky thing. Let me look at this. Since, you know, I don't know how to play this class, so I'm learning everything as I go. As I try to teach people how to do dungeons. Interesting. Interesting. Whiteout seems to be pretty good. Iceland deals an additional 303 damage and reduces the cooldown of frozen orb by 0.5 seconds. Yes, that sounds good. Looks like Glacial Assault is not that good. Oh, wait. No, wait. Maybe it is. Glacial Assault's comet act the same as an individual comet from Comet Storm, and that they are AoE damage. Flurry. Okay, I'll take that. And then it looks like I'm going to be stuck with Tunnel of Ice. which is also relatively okay. And I don't have access to the other ones yet because I'm only 31, but I'll be done with that pretty quickly. I'm going to hearth back down to my house. Dazaralor, and we didn't get the mount. That's fine. But let's try another one. Chaos! Hey, Chaos! Everybody say hi to Chaos. He's the worst. He should never come to my channel. We need to ban him for that language. If only Aratoria was here, we would have him banned. We don't say nut here. Don't you like me having like 7k DPS? Aren't you glad that you're not raiding with, or like dungeoning with me right now? Alright, we're gonna try to find a freehold if it kills us, man. If it kills us. That's right. I would like to... Oop, I need to leave this group. Leave that party. Oh no! I missed out on my opportunity, guys! I could have done it! I could have gotten in! This is mythic. It's just regular mythic. And it's dungeons. Regular mythic dungeons. You don't miss me. Psh, I know lies. I know your lies. You were so happy to get away from us. Chaos used to actually be raiding with us on Centurion. I don't know if you guys remember him. He was the awesome voiced little... He was a little monk. He's a short Dark Iron Dwarf, I think it is. Is that what you are, Chaos? I just missed Tree. I knew it! I knew it! You just missed Tree. That's all you cared about. It was Tree the whole time. Yeah, I want to do this. And, we got in! They're terrible. They don't know how bad I am. So I'm going to take advantage of their stuff. I don't know how to get to Freehold from here, so we're just gonna beg and plead. We're gonna pretend that we're on our way. I'll take a flight path. You have Freehold +2 key, Horde side fall. Oh no, I have to do a 0. I have to do mythic. Oh good, yes, give it to me. I don't know how to do this mythic skip to get to the last boss. I don't know if it's like a death run and you just have to kill Harlan, but I'll take it, man. You're already a thick boy, Chaos. I've already found a full group demon, I'm sorry. You know me, I'm a lone wolf in the wilds of Warcraft. Okay, I'm inside. Okay, we're just... okay, this is the tank, Xanity. So, if you are in a situation and you have no idea what you're doing, you literally follow the tank. You stick on his butt. Just stand still. Just whatever you do, be on the tank's butt. Fighting at bridge. Okay, that's fine. We can fight at the bridge. I let him pull aggro. That's fine. Then you just keep running, because that's what you do. Oh, gosh. Okay, okay, this tank, I'm not exactly sure if it's because the healer wasn't healing or the tank was just like, haha, of course I've got all the energy in the world for this. Maybe, I'm trying to think. It's good times, it's good times. You know, we're all learning. He's 372, so he's not terribly undergeared. That is a really bad pack, though. There's a lot of tank damage, and it's very hard to control. So, we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna get one of these bad boys out. It's just, it's these, I don't know, it's not the bone saw. There's just a lot going on. You have a 385 rogue. I think I read it. I tend to be pretty private in my game, so I don't really, you know, I get shy, you know, in real life. There's like a facade between us, me and the camera, you know. It's the way I like it. Secretive. No one knows. I'm a mystery. I'm a mystery. Okay, this is so weird. Oh, good. We just pulled that guy too. You know, the thing is I feel like this strategy is pull all of the potential trash, don't kill any of the bosses to get any loot, it's fine, and then have a horrible experience. You know, I'm going to turn this guy into a sheep because he's annoying. I got it off on time without getting attacked and interrupted. Perfect. Perfect. I feel good about myself. Who's throwing the azurite bombs? This is interesting. You can do it. Yeah, feels good. So we have all of this. I hope they haven't forgotten because we do have to fight this. I made a whole bunch of pack donkeys, pack mules. That's how I speak, guys. Sorry. I hate to break it to you, but that's how I talk in real life. Look at that. I'm like right on the cusp of the poop and it doesn't hurt. You know, I think it is. I ice lance way too much and it like, I don't have enough, I never have enough icicles to actually do damage. Okay, well, I'm gonna... What? What pack is this? We should have just ran. Well, I mean, we couldn't really run because that pack is going to come back and we're going to have to kill that too! Where'd this enforcer come from? Okay, that's it. I gotta get out of here because that pack is gonna come back and then we're just gonna pull it and that's gonna be bad. So we gotta move. Gotta keep on moving, guys. Gotta keep on moving. The music in here is beautiful. Try to avoid that backhand. Sort of. Did. A+. A+ action, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad this is the last fight. The last dungeon! Good times. Good times. Sorry, I'm just enjoying my dungeoning experience right now. Just, you know, peacefully. Gonna interrupt that. Probably wasted it. I think someone else interrupted it. Oh, fudge. Ooh. Miraculously, I didn't pull anything. Where did he go? Is he up here? Someone pulled? No, no, no! Why would you jump down there? What was he doing? Why would he jump into that pack? Oh my gosh. What on earth is happening? Please stop pulling them back. Just stay still. Oh my gosh. Stop pulling them back. Why does he keep creeping? I don't understand. Sorry. Just like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, just keep them where they are. I like how the hunter's like, sorry, sorry, sorry. He's just in the chat. He's just like, sorry. And this guy's like, I'm sorry. I got stuck on something. I'm like, follow this dude. That's all you have to do. Even though he died horribly in the beginning, you still gotta trust him a little bit. Should have. I think I interrupted the other one too fast. Like a really bad angle. Oop, this guy's gonna die before that goes off. That's fine. The music in here is just, sorry. Now I'm like singing to myself. I'm like not providing any useful information. It's kind of like that Zen moment where you're just like, yeah, I'm doing the DPS. It's not the best. It's actually pretty terrible, but I'm still doing it. Why? Why? What? Why? Sorry, I was like, why did the druid run up and pull? Yeah, I'm just like ice lancing definitely when I don't need to. I did it! I made it! I didn't pull anything. Oh my gosh. That would have been awful. One, two, three. Oh, this is gonna hurt. And that's where my thing decided to go. Because, you know. I usually like to lust at this point because he takes 3 times as much damage, but I guess pushing to this point is not bad either. It's just so 1, 2, 3, run. Ta-da! Ta-da! Yeah, check out all that sweet loot that I got. What? Where are we? What was that? Why are they? Why did he run out? Oh, I guess he wanted to go kill himself so that he could start over. Alrighty. Well, that being said, we're all done with this, so that's cool. Also, I did lust, so I don't know what he's complaining about. People are just... Oh, I hit that instead of that. I thought I'd hit the right one. Anyways, I'm done, so that's good. What we're gonna do now is this is the best part I think you've all been waiting for, is we're actually going to turn in the quest and see what our 400 level item is. I am missing. Boop, boop. Emissary of War. Let's hope that we get something good. I really need a headpiece. A headpiece, I think rings, and a trinket. Rings, trinket, or headpiece would be really good. I mean, honestly, everything's probably an upgrade. The only thing I really don't want to get is pants. If I get pants, I'm going to be kind of upset. Pants and... There's another piece. Pants and a chest. I don't want pants or a chest. That's all I want. Let's cross our fingers. Let's hope that we don't get a pants or a chest. I didn't pull shit that entire time, and he failed miserably, and then he yelled at me for not pulling lust at the right time? It's irritating. Do 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 do. It's the only thing I asked for was not to get pants. And I got pants, man. I got pants. Well, that's disappointing. But I got another level here, so we're going to do Gut Ripper, I think. Yeah, I think Gut Ripper is the good choice there. Well, that's going to bring me to... It doesn't even bring me to 360. It doesn't even bring me to 370. Why am I so angry about that, guys? That's what happens. But now I can turn in the mother load quest, so that's good. That looks delicious. I don't know. Roasted dinosaur is definitely something that I'm always intrigued by. I think he's downstairs. He is huge and ugly for a goblin. Alright, well, I think that's where we're going to pause it, guys. It wasn't the best experience, but I hope I gave you a little bit of an insight on how to, like, dungeon without being terrible. I'll try to make a guide or something like that to kind of go along with this, but I think that's where we're gonna stop it now. We did a 2.5 hour dungeon run, or yeah, stream. So I feel pretty good about it. But thank you guys all for joining me. I really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you guys. Parker, Pete, I gotta go, man. You know me. I gotta do my things. I have to live my life. I don't know exactly what that entails right now, but you know, I got stuff to do, places to go, people to see, and hopefully I will see you guys on Monday. Goodbye. Bye bye.